what's up? It's your girl, Natural Diva. I am back and I am doing a full face beat video today. I haven't done any makeup in a while, so if you're interested in watching this video, stay tuned. Okay, so I have prepped my skin, I have washed my face, I've made sure that my skin is very clean, and I've made sure that I have properly moisturized with my Olay Complete Moisturizer. So now I am going to make sure that my hands are clean in case I need to touch my face. So here's my hand sanitizer, and I'm going to make sure that my hands are thoroughly coated, and then it will be time to begin the face. Okay, so we're going to start with primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. And we're also going to start with a product that I use pretty frequently. It is a line filler. It is from Olay Regenerist. And what this does is it fills in pores, open pores, and wrinkles. So we're going to go ahead and apply this all over the face. Okay, so next I do have some areas where I am red. So the way that we color correct redness is with green. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in green. And we're just going to touch up all those areas where I am red so that that redness does not shine through or come through the foundation. Once you apply LA Girl Pro Concealer, you have to let it dry down a bit. While the concealer dries down, we're going to go ahead and do our eyebrows. Now, I learned a trick by watching some makeup artists on YouTube, and one particular makeup artist always uses eyelash glue on her eyebrows. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to use my Duo eyelash glue. Let me see if this really works. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that really worked. My eyebrows are standing straight up. Wow, impressive. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, so now that the LA Girl Pro Concealer has dried down a bit, we are going to apply some basic e.l.f. powder to go ahead and set. Okay, now we're going to use the LA Pro Concealer in medium beige, and we are going to touch up the eyebrows and just make them absolutely perfect. So now that the eyebrows are perfect, it's now time for the foundation. I am wearing the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I am in the color Vanuatu, which is the medium 3.5. I like to initially go in for a really full coverage with a brush on my foundation, and then I will go back over that with a damp beauty blender, and that way the foundation ends up looking very natural and very skin-like. Now that we have the foundation on, it is time to conceal, and it's time to highlight, and then of course we will bring some definition back to the face. So I'm going to highlight with Tarte Creaseless Concealer in the shades Medium Sand and Medium Honey. I am going under my eyes, I'm doing the bridge of my nose, the area above my eyebrows, my forehead, and I will of course also do my chin. While I am letting the highlight dry down just a bit, I'm going to go in with LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast, and I'm going to put some definition back into my face. So since I don't really have cheekbones, I'm going to kind of draw some, and then of course I'm going to put the darker color in the area where I want to draw no attention or no light to that area of my face. What I'm doing now, this is known as contouring, and it's usually something I don't do. It takes a lot of time. However, when you do it, the key to a perfect contour is blending. Make sure you blend out your lines so that you do not have harsh lines, and the best way to do that is with a damp beauty sponge. Now I'm going to use the damp beauty blender to go ahead and blend out that highlight. If you recall, this is the same beauty blender I used with my foundation. So in order to help make sure I do not have any harsh lines, I will use the other end that was used for the foundation in order to blend my highlight and my original foundation. Now that I've got the highlighter blended out, I want to blend out the contour. I want to make sure that it's really, really smooth. And I want to make sure that those areas that I want to have depth have been blended out very, very well along with the highlight. As I blend out the contour, one place that I spend a lot of time with the contour is at the jawline, and that is because I have a round face shape, and contouring in the right places allows you to create a different shape and a different view and draw attention to what you want your face to look like. Now that we're done with contouring, here's a wonderful trick I learned since I just finished evening out the highlight. I'm going to use my MAC Fix Plus spray. This is a setting of the highlight under the eyes so that when I go in with powder later, it does not get into my fine lines and wrinkles, and it does not look cakey. You'll understand why I'm doing this, because I always thought that when you're over 40, using powder, especially under the eyes, makes you look older. However, when you see a lot of makeup artists or a lot of women doing their makeup, they do something called baking, where they put the powder on their face and they let it sit for a while. So when you're over 40, you need to put a setting spray in the areas that you tend to crease before you apply powder, so that that powder will not dry out your skin. Now it's time for my favorite part. It's time for eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with the Juvias Place Warrior palette, my favorite palette, and I'm going to go in with a color called Ahosi, which is almost the same shade as my eyelids. I'm going to go ahead and do that to kind of set the makeup and concealer that was already on my eyelids. And then I'm going to go in with Cano, and Cano will then begin to go over my eyebrow bone, and it will begin to provide some definition to my eyes. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be going in on my eyelids with a shade that is a shimmer shade called Marimi. If you have hooded eyelids like me, you can't just put your shade on your eyelids and expect it to be seen. So I'm using a concealer, and I'm going to open my eyes all the way up as far as I can. And what that does is it creates a crease, in what you call a cut crease, a crease above where my eyelids normally go back into my eyes, since I have hooded eyes. So I will apply Marimi just above where my actual eyelid ends, and that way when my eyes are open, you can actually see my highlighting shade. Just like with anything when it comes to makeup, blending is key. Last but not least, I'm now going to go into the shade Mino. It is a dark brown shade, and what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to put that on the outer corners of my eye and provide some depth and actually make my eyes look a little bit wider than they actually are. Now that my eyes are done, it's time to just highlight under my eyes. I'm going to first go in with the brown shade, and then on the outer corners, I'm going to go in with the darker shade. just to highlight under my eyes before I use any eyeliner. This will help keep mascara and things from running, and also eyeliner. Now it is finally time to dust off that powder. Just get the excess powder off the face. It has had plenty of time to set, so now it's time to just even out everything and blend. Now we're gonna go in and put some blush on the cheeks. I'm going in with Ulta Beauty's Mineral Blush in the shade Calalilly. It is a very rosy pink. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that on, and then I'm gonna tone it down just a little bit so it looks natural. After blush, it's time for my favorite Maybelline Chrome highlight, and I'm going to use that on my nose, bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, my Cupid's bow, and then last but not least, I'm gonna sweep that lightly just over my cheeks. Now I'm just going to set the contour just a little bit with a little bit of a bronzing powder just to make sure that creaminess is set in place. I'm now going to take a highlighter and I'm just going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes, and I'm also going to highlight just under my eyebrows to give just a little bit of a shimmer. Okay, now it is time for eyelashes. I'm going to be using the Kiss Shy eyelashes, and I am not a professional at that, so I'm going to curl my lashes and then put the lashes on off camera. Okay, now that my eyelashes are on, it is time for some mascara. So I am taking Lash Paradise from Loreal, and I am blending my eyelash with the false eyelashes, the Kiss eyelashes. Next, after I finish with mascara, I go ahead and I go in with a eyeliner, and I like to eyeline just my waterline at the bottom, but I also like to go and use the eyeliner on the inside of my upper eye and not the outside. After I finish with the eyeliner, I like to go in and just touch up the eyeshadow colors that I did put under the eye initially. And then it is now time to go ahead and finish off the look. I am going in with my Juvias Place lip liner, I'm going in with the Luxe Liner So Rare, and I'm going to outline my lips. And then I'm going to go in with the Juvias Place lipstick in the shade Lady. And I'm going to go ahead and lightly put that on my lips and blend it. Then last but not least, I'm going to go in with the Juvias Place Glass Gloss, and it is in the color So Glazed, and that's going to give me a little bit of a pink shimmer. So that's it, you guys, for my makeup full face beat tutorial. I have not done makeup like this in over a year. The last time I did this was for an event that I went to after my birthday. I have not done just a glam all the way look in so long, and it's just makes me feel like a lady again. Makes me want to go out and have some fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you learned some things. I know I have with some of the videos that I've been watching, some of the makeup artists I've been watching. So hopefully you can use one or two of the tricks that I've used in this video. Hopefully they'll work for you. So this is Natural Diva signing out. Bye.